Thank you for joining my segment of Leading with Love COVID-19 miniseries. Maximizing the Heart of Our Communities is sponsored by the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs Incorporated. You can find more information about the Institute at www.globalcoachentrepreneur.org. And today, I am here to talk about Unstoppable Beyond Crisis. My name is Master Coach Hasmin Miroy. I help people within the context of life coaching, life empowerment, and life purpose that will lead to their transformation. I am a pastor's wife. I am also a marketing executive, and I belong to the first batch of Master Coach A apprenticeship program. To begin with, let us define crisis. Crisis refers to a time where there is intense difficulty, trouble, danger, and suffering. It also refers to a situation that affects your life over which you have no control. Here are the types of crisis. We have financial, technological, natural, maturational, situational, and socio-cultural crisis. And what is the impact of crisis? In times of crisis, there is significant increase of unemployment, unstable banking system, financial deficit, production and export net decline, corruption, and declining mental health. Let us take a look at what is happening in the world now. Based on reports, more than billions of people had been put out of work in just 3 weeks. Corporate debts are increasing and money are not coming in. The present numbers are worse compared to the previous recession the world have experienced. There are travel restrictions in more than 100 countries, including import and export shipments are delayed, affecting every industry. There is also stock market crash and oil prices turning negative. Non-essential businesses have been forced to shut down operations, and some of which declared bankruptcy or plan to go out of business as a result. Schools are canceled in most countries, meaning the world is temporarily closed right now. Given this situation brought about by the crisis, the question is, how are you responding? People are responding in panic, hopelessness, anxiety, confusion, fear, sense of loss, and many others. And because of this, they are forced to stop moving. What does really matter now? It is not what happens to you that matters. It is how you respond to it that matters. Doing nothing is not an option. As you try to sit and make sense of what is happening, your new reality can paralyze you. You cannot sit or you cannot, in a crisis, do nothing. It will definitely destroy you. What's next? You cannot change what already happened or know what will happen down the road. So focus your energy on the right response where you have control. There is life beyond crisis. By changing our perspective to crisis, we can respond better. Here are 7 perspectives about crisis. Number 1, crisis comes to mature us. How we respond to a crisis in many ways determines our maturity. If you are a leader, you are a head of the family, you are a business owner, business leader, a leader of a country, true leadership will be tested at this time. To be mature means to face and not evade every situation that will come. Maturity in leadership demands the ability to render wise judgment and appropriate decision in times of chaos. Number 2, crisis is an incubator of creativity. Crisis will sharpen your creativity. What is creativity? It is the capacity that everyone has to create, It is the original and the imaginative thought that generates a new idea or builds new concept through divergent thinking, which leads to a new conclusion, solve problems, and produces original and valuable solution. Did you know that great invention, discoveries, and works were created during crisis? Number 3, crisis is the source of growth and development. You will never grow in good times. You will only grow under pressure. Crisis creates disruptions, which is an incredible opportunity for us for personal growth. It is our attitude toward and response to crisis that can either make or break us. Let us use this opportunity to learn new skills, strengthen relationships, develop self-image and self-confidence, and continue to develop other skills in our life. Number 4, crisis unlocks your hidden potential. During crisis, you discover areas in your life that have never existed. Ingenuity kicks in, you become industrious, you become a thinker. Crisis taps your hidden potential. Number 5, crisis reveals your true beliefs, values, and principles. If you say you believe on something and you say these are your values and principles, crisis will prove it. Number 6, crisis is the creator of innovation. During the time of Great Depression and Recession, new inventions came out. Every problem is a business. Find solution for every problem through innovation and you will have a business. And number 7, crisis will test your faith. In Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1, it is said that there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heaven. Nothing is permanent except God and His promises. There is life after the test. We just have to trust Him, have faith that these too shall pass, because God is in control. With this perspective on crisis, who are you becoming? Necessity is the mother of invention. What can a better time than a recession or depression to invent a new thing? Here are the inventors during the time of Great Recession and Depression. The chocolate chip cookie in 1933. Ruth Graves Wakefield invented the chocolate chip cookie. There are various stories as to how she came up with it. Some say it was an accident, but Nestle eventually bought the recipe from Wakefield, and the cookies became the most popular item to send to the soldiers during World War II. Monopoly in 1935. Board games were incredibly popular way to pass the time during the Great Depression, as you didn't have to go out and spend money to be entertained. Charles Darrow patented and popularized the game Monopoly. Penicillin in 1928. Professor Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin, and this is a giant step forward in the field of medicine. Antibiotics save millions of lives by killing and preventing the growth of harmful bacteria. Scotch tape in 1930. It was invented by engineer Richard Drew. The tape became a big hit in the Great Depression because it allowed people to mend things rather than replace them. Nelson Mandela, one of the greatest leaders, said, "As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same." How are you shining at this time? I leave you with this powerful question. What skills do you have? What unique knowledge or abilities do you have? What relationships or connections do you have? You can start from here. Find time to answer this and see new opportunities unfold in your hands. Stop waiting, start creating. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade wind in your sails, explore, dream, discover by Mark Twain. This talk was inspired by what we did as change agents in the Philippines during the COVID-19 crisis, under the leadership of Master Coach A and Master Coach Lakendra. We did mental resiliency in preparation, prayer, we connected to coaches, different industries in the government, and other professionals. We did virtual training, webinars, and even the 40 hours global virtual coaching summit. And until now, we are not stopping. We continue to be a light to other people. I would like to end this with this quote from Martin Luther King Jr. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But by all means, keep moving. Let's keep moving and be unstoppable. When the world says crisis, we say opportunity. If you need support and online coaching program, you may reach me at my Facebook page, Your Life Coach Hasmin, or my personal account, Hasmin Miroy. Thank you to the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs for building this platform of the heart. It is truly an honor for me to be part of this series. Bye and see you next time again.